This is Larry Jordan, the host of the Digital Production Buzz. The following interview is an excerpt from a recent program. To hear the entire program, visit digitalproductionbuzz.com. Jonny Videl is the founder and CEO of Callsheet Operator, which is a web-based management app designed to replace printed or PDF call sheets. Hello, Jonny. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
It's good to have you with us. How would you describe what a call sheet is?
Call sheet is a master document and schedule for the day, lists all the crew members and the crew list, and also what the schedule is, what you're going to be shooting that day, and specifics and details.
Well, call sheets have been printed or typed since the beginning of time. Why bother to create something new?
Sure. So when I entered the film industry, I was actually shocked at how much of it was outdated. Like you said, they've been around forever, and they've been done the same way for forever. So with all the technology in place, with mobile and digital, the internet, all these things that people have at their disposal today, we decided to upgrade the whole technology, make it web-based. And there's a couple different reasons for that. Going green is one of them, most important. It also makes the workflow easier, and it also makes the workflow easier on the actual production manager, the production teams, and they have a lot of more important things to worry about.
So you've invented something called Callsheet Operator. Tell me what that is.
Sure. So Callsheet Operator is it's a tool, it's a web-based tool that we use, and there's a couple different applications for it. The first is creating a call sheet. So you upload your contacts to our system, and it will autofill for you, very much like Google suggests when you type in Google. So when you type in Larry, L-A, it'll auto-suggest the rest of your name, Jordan, and autofill your correct information. From there, it will also mass email, text, and voice the entire document and the location app or any other NDAs and documents you have with that to the entire crew for you, the press of one button. It also tracks that document, so you can see who's opened it, who's viewed it. It also includes digital confirmation, so you can confirm with the document instead of doing, old school calling people up and verbally confirming or requiring that they respond to you through email. And the last valuable asset to Callsheet Operator is actually making the call sheet, instead of a boring old PDF, we made it interactive. So when you open it on your mobile phone, you can actually call the numbers by clicking on them, or add a contact by clicking on your name. You can see the weather. You can dial out. You can email. There's lots of applications for it.
I was doing some homework getting ready for this interview, and without even having to break a sweat, I found Pocket and Film Touch and Doodle Pro also offering call sheets. What makes you special?
Sure. So, yes, the Pocket, those are somewhat in the same vein in terms of dealing with call sheets, but they do things a little bit different. I believe Pocket Call Sheet just stores as a database your call sheets. And I think Doodle also has a call sheet application, but we work in very different ways. What sets us apart, to my knowledge, is we're the only ones who are doing digital call sheets, interactive call sheets, in the terms of being able to actually interact with the exact document, and the only one that actually does the follow-up through mass text, email, voice messaging with digital opt-in, so people can opt in automatically.
Back when I was an actor, back a long time ago.
Did they have paper back then?
No, we'd actually get sent the call. We'd actually get sent the call sheets by courier the night before we would go to the set. Now, there are a lot of actors today, especially in their 70s, who do not own a computer and still rely on the call sheet. What is happening? What is happening nowadays with people like that who are Luddites or don't have a computer?
Sure. So it's actually a very small percentage in this.
Yeah, I realize that, but there are those people exist. Really, they do.
They definitely do. With our system, you're able to take care of most of the crew, and at the end of the day, there will be a couple stragglers, maybe one or two or three, but it expedites the process and weeds them out. So instead of going through the whole crew and cast list manually and calling everybody, confirming an email, you can kind of set the follow-up feature for you, so it follow up with them through each channel, digital, email, text, and voice. And at the end of the day, you'll have, like you said, a couple stragglers. Well, you will have to pick up the phone for them, but instead of calling 100 people, you're going to call 3.
Right.
You know, Jonny,
you are the assistant director's dream.
Jonny, I just realized that you not only run Callsheet Operator, but you founded the company. What was it that made you decide there was a market here, and why start a company?
Sure, absolutely. So I've been working in film myself. My entire team does I've been in the business roughly about 5 or 6 years, camera assistant by day. And working inside of it, I realized that there was just a lot of problems. And there are solutions that you mentioned, and a couple that you didn't. And what I found with those solutions is they weren't utilizing the technology in the right way, number one. And number two, a lot of them were trying to do too much, right? They want you to do everything inside your system. So what we focused on was solving very specific problems and points very specifically from the inside out, since we know them so well. And this is just the first app of our company. Our company is actually called Cineo, CINIO. And we'll be following additionally products in the future. But this is the first one we're launching with because this is the most painful one that we found.
And how do people access it, and how do you put data into it? Just tell me how it works.
Sure. So it's mostly web-based. So you will need an internet connection, which again is pretty common these days. Even if you're shooting on location, they usually bring a satellite phone or something with you. To upload the contacts, you can do that through your address book. You just kind of spit out a CSV file and then upload it to the system if you want. And if you don't want to, that's absolutely fine also. You also have a paste in feature where you can just copy your existing call sheet already done into Callsheet Operator and skip the first module and go right into the contacts where it will follow up for you through email, text, and voice, and give you analytics on the tracking to the messages, see who's opted in, see who hasn't, see which channel they've opted in through, and then spit out the call sheet for you at the end.
So is this a FileMaker kind of database-based software?
It can be, but it doesn't have to be necessarily. We kind of made it user-friendly because we know, especially with production managers, everyone has their own workflow, right?
Yeah.
Not that many very people like to learn a new thing or to change their workflow, which is what we found.
That was going to be my next question. You don't want anybody to have to learn something. You want it to be absolutely intuitive and easy to learn or easy to use.
Exactly. And that was kind of our parameters when we created. We didn't want to change anybody's workflow. We just wanted to help them through the process by using our system. So we're not changing the existing workflow. You're still creating a call sheet the same way. You're still using the call sheet the same way. You're still sending out a call sheet. We just use technology to kind of aid all those things. So you're going to make a call sheet faster. You're going to distribute it a lot faster and cleaner. No group messages, no CCs, no asking for responses. And at the end of it, you'll have an interactive document that's actually useful instead of a PDF where you can't really do anything with it.
Cool.
Jonny, how much does this cost?
We're currently working on pricing right now, but we will have a freemium model, and we will have a studio price that goes all the way up to, I believe, about $100 or $200. But we do have a freemium model for indie and filmmakers, and we're working on keeping it as low as possible in cost. But what it costs in monetary value, it makes up in time. So instead of spending hours creating a call sheet, it can be done literally in minutes. Instead of spending hours following up with crew members, again, it can literally be done in minutes or set up to run on its own all day. And same thing with the tracking and analytics. It's kind of foolproof, and it's a double security for the production manager, because we all know they're the ones who get yelled at when somebody doesn't show up to set. So you can look at the metrics and say, well, I know you opened the document because it's timestamped. It says you opened it and you read it, but you didn't confirm it. So it's kind of back on another person.
Now, you said that you're still working on price. It sounds like you're in a soft launch right now as opposed to up to full speed. Is that true?
Correct. We're currently in beta with our core group of early acceptors that we're running with, and we're getting feedback from them. We actually built it alongside them. So we didn't just make this app with what we thought would be great. We actually we spent about a year. This has been going on since about 2013. We first started in the winter of 2013. And really started interviewing everybody, get a consensus, get feedback the entire way along. And now we're getting feedback on the actual physical software.
Are you looking for more testers?
Oh, yes, all the time. We have a website. Yeah, we're definitely looking for more testers across different genres. So we have a commercial team. We have people in the indie world. We even have some people through live events and musicians in that terms, or features and films. So anybody that can really give us a clear opinion, especially somebody who works a lot, somebody who's busy, somebody who does this all day. We're working with second ADs, first ADs, production managers, coordinators, producers, you name it.
So where do you want to take this? Is this the start of a suite of products you're going to be coming out with? And if so, what do you see the direction that you're headed?
Sure, absolutely. So it will be somewhat of a suite, but not in terms of like an Adobe suite where it's all in one. So the products will be standalone, but they also will be able to work together. But you don't have to buy them all at once or use them all at once. But we're focusing on specifically film production management and that space because that is the last to the game, kind of. They're the ones who are lacking. There's editing software, there's scheduling software, there's budgeting software, but there's no real software to take care of the menial, boring data entry tasks that we all can automate. Our second product will be coming out very shortly, actually, in August 1st. And then we plan on doing a couple other very specific niche software solutions as time progresses. So again, we're going to focus on very specific problems. We don't want everybody to do everything in our system, right? We don't want to change workflows. We don't want to make things difficult on the people using it. So that's really our goal, is to make user-friendly, very simple, obviously affordable solutions that solve very specific problems.
And the website for people that want to learn more is all one word, callsheetoperator.com. And Jonny Videl is the founder and CEO of Callsheet Operator. Jonny, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Take care.
Sounds
Bye-bye.
great.